taking a bus from Phnom Penh to Kampot for $9.
Just got dropped off by the bus. It's about a 3-minute walk from where the bus drops you off over to the Wonders Hostel. I'm gonna go grab something to eat at the Kampot night market. Crepe and some fried rice. Beef, basil, and fried rice. Yep. It's a cool little street down by the river. It's kind of like a pub street with tons of people. They'll try to call you into the bars. You can't go in all of them. There's only so much time in life, you know? They got a pretty nice river walk down here. Restaurants all along, streets lit up. Cool place to come and walk around. It's a cool bar up here, overlooking the whole strip. That place is awesome, but I gotta go walk. Gotta see what else there is.
Found a place with beers for 50 cents. But if you don't like to party, you can always get a massage.
It's time for a nice hour-long foot massage. Lots of walking today. Not sure if you guys can see it or not, but there's tons of bats just flying around above me. Maybe you can hear them. I slept through my alarm, so I'm just getting some cookies to go and an iced coffee for breakfast. Gotta be quick.
I signed up for a day tour with Wonders Hostel for $18. Going to a waterfall and a bunch of cool sights. This is our tour guide, Tom. He said we had to stop to feed the monkeys.
They must love this guy. Every day he comes through with a tour group and he's got 3 trash bags full of bananas. And they love you.
After feeding the monkeys, he takes you to an overlook. Cool view.
Real windy today.
Next up is Yeay Monument, 29 meters tall. She's venerated as the guardian of coastal provinces. Built in 2012, she's overlooking a beautiful view of the ocean. Not too far from the statue are some abandoned properties.
So this was a summer residence for the king. It's called the Black Palace.
It was originally built in 1936, but after the king stopped using it, it pretty much fell into disrepair and the locals came and took everything. Now, there's just some graffiti.
So this is a separate building. It's about 300-meter walk from the main residence. It's their dining hall. This is where they would host guests for dinners and such.
The final nail in the coffin was when the Khmer Rouge took it over in the 70s. But when they lost the war, that was it. Nobody ever fixed it again.
A beautiful view, but now it's just a shell.
Our next stop was Wat Sampov Pram. It's also known as the Pagoda of 5 Boats. It was built in 1924 by King Manavong on Bokor Mountain, and it's got quite an awesome view. Next up on the tour is the old French Catholic church. It was built back in the 1920s and it was rumored to have been haunted. Many say it's still haunted today. It's seen multiple wars and looting, but it's still standing. Maybe someone or something is watching over it. You never know.
So when the Vietnamese came to fight with the Khmer Rouge, they actually shot through these windows down on the street, and there's still bullet holes in the building itself. After the war ended, locals came and just ransacked the place. They took out anything that had any value, so now brought it back to a shell.
If you hike a little farther behind the church, you'll come to the top of a mountain with another great viewpoint. Next stop is the Bokor Palace Hotel.
There's just abandoned stuff all over this mountain. It's an old abandoned hotel.
It opened on Valentine's Day in 1925. It even had a casino. It was first abandoned in the late 40s from the Indochina War, and then again during the Khmer Rouge.
You can't get inside, all the doors are locked, but I can see a chandelier in there. If they slapped a little paint on it, it wouldn't look half bad. It's got a pretty awesome view.
But until it gets renovated, the only one using the jacuzzi is this frog. Got the whole place to himself. Well, almost to himself. He's got a couple small fish for roommates. Last but not least is the Waterfall. Entrance fee is 50 cents.
Not a bad place to eat lunch.
And lunch is included as part of the tour.
Our guide told us that people do swim here, but right now he says the water's kind of dirty, kind of muddy. So we're just gonna sit and have a nice picnic and eat rice with vegetables next to a waterfall. Pretty awesome.
After the tour, I took a taxi to go check in at my next hotel.
Just a guy out walking his cows. Life in Cambodia. Just made it for the tail end of the sunset. What an awesome spot for a sunset. I'm getting fried stingray for dinner.
Crispy tempura with garlic and a lemon peppercorn dipping sauce.
This one's for you, Steve Irwin. Stingray's awesome. I love it. It's like a soft, mushy texture meat with a crunchy shell, garlic, lemon pepper to dip it in. Big fan of stingray.
And if you're in the mood for dumplings, head over here.
Pork dumpling noodle soup. Love a good dumpling. Fatty, chewy, delicious steamed dumplings. What's not to love?
Grabbing breakfast at the Wonders Hostel before we head out for another day tour.
Look at that fruit.
The group tour is $15. First up is the salt flats.
This time of year, there's not too much salt on the salt flats, so it kind of just looks like they're digging in the dirt, but normally this is covered in just a layer of salt.
They pump salt water over from the ocean and fill these canals. It flows onto the flats and then it dries out and they've got a bed of salt. They harvest it and then they store it inside these dry sheds. To the average person, it looks like a big bag of salt, but to the farmers, they can turn that bag of salt into a bag of money.
Salty.
After the salt flats, we hike up to a cave.
Any dragons live in this cave?
No worry about that. I'm the protector. No worry about me. Are you?
Protect me.
Yeah.
Our guide said that it's 70% Hindu here and 30% Buddhist that will come and pray in this cave.
The temple inside was built in the 7th century to honor Shiva. The little clay pot in the center collects water that drips down from the cave. It's considered holy water and is used in a lot of ceremonies. Some people even drink it, but the locals advise the tourists not to try it. You gotta have a pretty strong stomach.
This temple is older than Angkor Wat.
They say these holes in the ceiling are eyes.
Demon face.
Next up on the tour is a pepper farm.
I'm gonna get some ice cream with pepper in it. Vanilla ice cream with Kampot red pepper. I'm a fan of red pepper in ice cream. It's good, real good.
You can also taste free samples of nuts, spices, and sauces.
Cashew nut with white pepper. Very good. They're very lightly dusted, so it's not overpowering. It's good.
Now they're gonna show us how they grow it.
It's really beautiful in here.
So when it starts, it can be green or yellow, and then finish red color. So when it become red, harvest and then dry out, we call it red long pepper. Then we call it long pepper ladder, which is we take the skin and the seed, mash them together into paste, and dry them as a thin layer.
Now we get to try a bunch of different peppers.
Red, white, black, salted, forest, all kinds of different peppers. Spicy. Salted long pepper. Oh, I like that one. It's almost got like a lemon aftertaste to it.
So this is the same.
After the pepper tasting, it was time for lunch, included as part of the tour. Last stop for the day is a dam on Secret Lake. To anyone who visits today, it just looks like a beautiful lake. But in the late 70s, the Khmer Rouge killed thousands of people here, including our tour guide's grandparents.
Here is my parents' village. Here my grandparent family. Because in that time, the Khmer Rouge, they was killing the somebody knowledge and smarter.
Many of the bodies still remain at the bottom of the lake. A horrible tragedy for the villagers here. He hopes the world will learn from this and remember his grandparents. I went to grab a coffee and was greeted by this little guy.
It's always a good sign when you're greeted by a puppy at a cafe. They told me this is called the Instagram Chocolate Frap. Wow. Yep. Pretty much tastes like delicious frozen chocolate heaven, really. It's very rich though. You gotta be in the mood for a sweet treat because this is pure sugar, but damn, it's good.
Checking into the River Nest Hostel. I'm staying in the boathouse for 30 bucks. Grabbing dinner at Temple.
I'm about to try two Cambodian delicacies, fried silkworm and fried turtle. I've never had any form of turtle. I assume fried turtle will be decent. I'm gonna give it a whirl. Hello, I'm trying fried turtle today.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Yes, he says. We'll see. Fried silkworm. It's actually pretty damn good. I think with any insects that you eat, it's all about the seasoning. In Thailand, I've had, crickets and grasshoppers and a bunch of bugs, and they were covered in like a powdery ranch style sauce. This is similar. It's got a bunch of delicious like basil and spices and things going on. So yeah, you're eating a worm, you're eating a silkworm, but once it's in your mouth, it's like any other food really. Like why does anything taste good? It's all in how it's seasoned. So the seasoning here is real good. The silkworm tastes good. Fried, crunchy, delicious silkworm, seasoned to perfection.
Here comes my turtle, fried and chopped up into little pieces. I'm not sure if you're supposed to eat the head, but I'm gonna pass.
Fried turtle. It's good. It's chewy. It's spicy. There's a lot of spice in here. The meat is somewhere in between like a chewy piece of steak and chicken. My lips are on fire though, so if you're getting the turtle, you might want to ask them to not have too much spice.
That wraps up my time in Kampot, Cambodia. Thanks for watching, and remember that you can do this too.